Oh my goodness gracious of life. Oh man. This feels weird though, actually. All right, man. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who y'all looking at. Want to welcome y'all to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am, of course, your host, Don P. Pizzle Pod God. All of those good things. Man, y'all ain't gonna believe what just happened to me. I'm gonna get to it. I want to thank y'all for y'all continued support of this platform. I want to thank y'all for y'all continued support of this podcast. I want to thank y'all for y'all continued support of this network. I greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for me. And believe me, I know who supports me and who don't support me. And I don't forget who supports me and who doesn't support me. So, um, I'll get to that in a second. Programming notes. Make sure, as y'all can see, this is Wednesday. I'm doing this on Wednesday because tomorrow I'll be at the Funny Bone supporting my guy Lex Vegas as he does his thing on the comedy front. Y'all know Lex Vegas, that's my guy, that's my brother, that is my day one, my dog, man. And I'm so proud to see all of the things that he do. I say that often. Every time he has an accomplishment, I'm commenting him and I'm bigging him up, and I'm just as excited as he is. And it's the same with me, like when I'm accomplishing something, when I'm doing something, he's right there, man. That is like everybody needs friends like that. Um, what I want to get to. All right, listen. So make sure y'all check out Monday's recap of Clash at the Castle. I recap the PLE. Make sure y'all go check that out. Full disclosure returns this Friday. Um, I have a special guest, and this is starting my rotating guest thing. Tamia Reed, and we're gonna get to some stuff on there. We just talking. It's just me really introducing her to the world. She has her own pod, Tea Talks, which is going to be coming to the Happy Hour Network really, really soon. So yeah, get ready for that Friday. And just expect when I put out content, everything is going to go everywhere at the same time. I was staggering the YouTube and the Facebook thing and then dropping it on Spotify the next day. Everything is going to drop on the same day. I'm doing Spotify same day as well. And full disclosure, exclusively on Spotify. That's where that's at. So yeah, that's that, man. Listen, I just had some weird shit happen to me. I'm pre-recording this, and as I was recording it, my lights blinked out. I don't know if my damn kids is doing some shit upstairs and it blew a fuse, and I don't think that's what it was because the lights blinked out and they came back on a couple of minutes later. I don't know if it's the heat. We have a little bit of a heat wave here in Cleveland. It is hot as shit, and I've been at work going through it because in the shop where I'm at my job, it is well over 100 something degrees out there. I got my industrial fan blowing and all of that shit, but it is still scorching, blazing, fucking hot in there. Losing my mind. Holy moly. Um, let's just get to it, man. We're here for a good time, not a long time. I had a bunch of other stuff, man. I wish I should have kept the other piece, but I just started everything over. I just got real frustrated. I'm still kind of mad, kind of frustrated, but I got to get back into that mode because I'm the fucking pod guy. Y'all know how I do. Try not to smoke and vape on camera, but that just kind of pissed me off and threw me off. Um, let's get to it, man. If y'all been living under a rock for 48 hours, I don't know what to tell y'all, and I'm gonna just update y'all just the teens, just a little bit. Congratulations, and I'm really gritting my teeth saying this shit. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics on winning championship number 18. I'm gonna give him a hand clap, but I really just don't want to. One in blowout fashion, gentleman sweep from the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks play game 4 like they did not want to be swept. Let me be still in this damn chair. And I'm not even gonna get into game 4. I'm gonna just go right to game 5. It was bad. It was the outcome was, we knew it was gonna happen from the outset. Anybody, listen, I've been watching basketball. I am 41 years old. I have been watching NBA basketball since 1988, I want to say. Like live NBA games since 1988. I've watched a bunch of archived games thanks to NBA TV and thanks to League Pass and thanks to the NBA app, able to watch closeout games. I can remember NBA finals as far back as 1991 or 1990 or 1989. No, 1990 is like the first NBA finals I remember. So it was like, ooh, that was the Pistons and the Portland Trail Blazers in 1990. Closeout games go a couple of ways. They're either blowouts or they're nip tuck. 1990 came down to the like one of the last plays. Vinnie Johnson hit a shot with like tenths of a second left, and the Pistons clinched the championship. 91, the Bulls had the blowout. 92, the Bulls rallied. They won by 4. 93, down to the last second. John Paxson hit the 3-pointer. It was nip tuck. 94, blew the Knicks out in game 7. John Starks 0 for 17 or whatever the fuck he was from 3-point line. 1995, in a sweep to close out game, Elijah Wan, they blew out the Orlando Magic. 1996, Jordan's Bulls blew out the Utah Jazz. 1997, Steve Kerr, I'm going to be there waiting for you. I'm going to make the shot. Nip tuck game. 1998, Jordan, final shot. Follow through. Nip tuck game. 1999, San Antonio Spurs, Avery Johnson hit the game-winning shot with seconds left. Nip tuck game. 2000, nip tuck game between the Pacers and the Lakers. It was great game. And the Lakers eventually clinched it. Nip tuck game. 2001, blowout. 2002, blowout. 2003 was the San Antonio Spurs. Who did they beat that year? It wasn't the Pistons. Oh, it was the Nets. I think that was a blowout game. That was Tim Duncan damn near getting a quadruple double. 2004, Pistons blowout against the Lakers. 2005, little nip tuck, and San Antonio pulls away. 2006, nip tuck, Miami pulls away from Dallas. 2007, did San Antonio? It wasn't a blow. It was kind of nip tuck into the fourth quarter, and they eventually ran away from the Cavaliers. 2008, Boston 3-party blew the Lakers out. 2009, Lakers blow out the Magic. 2010, Lakers repeat. Nip tuck game. Ron Artest, 3-pointer to put them up. Kobe Bryant, 16 rebounds. 2011, that was Dallas and Miami. I'm freestyling. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm freestyling. 2011, that was Dallas. A closeout game in Miami. They kind of blew Miami out of there. 2012, nip tuck into the fourth until Miami pulled away. 2013, y'all know the vibes. Overtime. No, game 7 was nip tuck. 2014, Spurs blow the Heat out. 2015, nip tuck, Warriors pull away. 2016, y'all know the vibes. Also, 8-year anniversary, 2016, NBA champions, Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the greatest days of my life. I have yet to watch that game. Today, I'm going to watch that game before I go to bed. That was Nip Tuck. 2017, they blew the Cavs out. 2018, it was little Nip Tuck, and they blew the Cavs away. 2019, Nip Tuck, Toronto and Golden State. 2020, in the bubble, the Lakers eventually blew them out. 2021, oh, that was the Milwaukee Bucks. Blowout. Giannis gets 50. Or was it? It was Nip Tuck and Milwaukee pulled away. 2022, I believe the Warriors blew the Celtics out. 2023, was it Nip Tuck? And last night, blew them out. So I just gave y'all, since 1990, I just gave y'all 24 examples of it either being Nip Tuck or blowout. The numbers are in my favor. This is why I'm the pod guy. Y'all gotta fucking start listening to me. And I'm gonna have more. I'm gonna talk some more shit later. But let's get to congratulations to Jaylen Brown for winning NBA Finals MVP. Averaged 25 and 5 over the course of the series. I was very vocal yesterday, and I felt like Jason Tatum should have got Finals MVP. I thought that coming into it and going into Game 5 was like it's a toss-up between the two. They could share co-MVP, but the way Jason Tatum played in Game 5, I thought it clinched it for him. He averaged for the series 22, 7, and 7. If you look at the numbers will tell you Jason Tatum had the better numbers. But I'm going to tell y'all why Jason Tatum did not win Finals MVP, because Jaylen Brown set the tone for the series in the first two games. Jason Tatum was off those first two games, and he came on in the last three games. I know it's a bullshit thing, and I know the shit that y'all been talking online. I'm not arguing with y'all about it anymore. Y'all talking about the defense that Jaylen Brown played on Luka Doncic. Fuck that. I don't want to hear that shit, because he was not the primary defender. It was rotating defenders. They were giving him different looks damn near every other time he was down the court. Jaylen Brown did guard him a little bit. So did Jrue Holiday. So did Derek White. Al Horford stuck him a little bit. Jason Tatum guarded him a little bit, but it wasn't like Jaylen Brown guarded him the entire series. He still averaged 28 fucking points in the series. They held him to 28, and y'all think he did a great defensive job. He still got most of his points. So that defensive argument for me is null and void. To me. I'm looking at it, and I looked at it, and I did go back and watch like pieces and parts of all of the games. I watched the important parts. And Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP in games 1 and 2, just because he set the tone and he made the more highlighted plays. He made the more memorable plays in this series, the crossovers and the dunks in games 1 and 2. Like, he played great. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and step on and shit on Jaylen Brown like I had planned on doing yesterday. Luckily, I got an opportunity to sleep on it, and luckily I had an opportunity to watch shit again. I still don't subscribe to the bullshit that y'all said that it was the defense. Fuck that. He still averaged 28. You want to talk about somebody playing defense? Talk about Jrue fucking Holiday. Talk about Jrue Holiday. Talk about Derek White, because they were the ones that was doing the job on Luka and on Kyrie. And I'm gonna get to Kyrie in a minute. Again, Jaylen Brown won the Finals MVP because he set the tone in the first two games, and he has the more memorable plays. Jason Tatum played. If Jason Tatum would have played the way he played in Game 5, well, he played like that in Game 4. He dropped 30 in that one. But if he would have played like that the whole entire series, this is not an argument. And a lot of people are happy that Jaylen Brown won this, so Jason Tatum didn't win it. So you loser ass motherfuckers out there can try to question somebody's legacy. Again, man, this y'all like that legacy talk is only for loser ass internet people who want to get on social media and talk about it. And it's media talk. These players don't give a fuck. Jason Tatum, like, I don't give a fuck that I didn't win Finals MVP. So I kind of backed up off of it. Like, all right, cool. It's all good. He doesn't need to win Finals MVP. Y'all make all of that. That's the bullshit. Y'all want to make that shit up to try to down somebody's legacy and try to question somebody's legacy because motherfuckers did that shit with Kobe Bryant. And he still ended up getting 2 extra rings. He's like, oh, well, he won those first 3 rings. He didn't win Finals MVP. Y'all questioning Steph fucking Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, and say he can't be one of the greatest ever because he didn't win a Finals MVP, which was some bullshit. He should not have gotten Finals MVP. He should have gotten Finals MVP in 2015 when they beat my Cleveland Cavaliers. They gave it to Andre Iguodala for holding LeBron James to 35 points when he was averaging 38. Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. Kawhi Leonard won Finals MVP. He held LeBron to 30. Holy shit. The bar just be set so low. And I throw shit out there like that just because I want people to keep the energy that they keep. And I know y'all lie so much. That's why I was asking people yesterday to show receipts. And I'm going to get to my receipts in a minute. I still got a couple of things to get to. I got some shit about receipts. I'm going to talk about it just because I can. This is my network. This is my show. I can do that. People are saying Boston took an easy road. It was relatively easy. They played Miami without Jimmy Butler. They played Cleveland without Jared Allen, and Donovan Mitchell missed the last 2 games. They beat Indiana without Halliburton, and they beat Dallas. So it's kind of bullshit because I think they beat all of those teams anyway. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not upset that they beat my Cleveland Cavaliers. I just knew without Donovan Mitchell, we didn't have a chance in heaven or hell, regardless. Miami, whatever, man. Miami treaded water. They'd have probably still beat Miami in 5 or maybe 6. Jimmy Butler's that good of a guy. They still beat Miami. They still beat the Cleveland Cavaliers healthy. Still, I believe. And Indiana Pacers, get the fuck out of here. Come on, stop playing. We saw, like, just cut the shit, y'all. I know people hate the Boston Celtics, and I put this post up like, I don't hate the Boston Celtics anymore. Like, my hatred for them, you know why? I'm going to tell you why. As a franchise, I do hate the Boston Celtics. As a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, and as someone who openly roots for the Los Angeles Lakers, yes, I do hate the Boston Celtics. But they have so many guys on this team that I like and love. I love Jason Tatum. I love his game. I love Jaylen Brown. I love his game, and I love what he stands for. Jason Tatum, him and his relationship with his son, Deuce, what a great fucking moment that was. And that's going to be his signature finals moment and signature finals picture while y'all losers who never done and never won anything in life gonna go viral for a day or two posting up shit about him and all of the other shit that he did. Fucking losers. I love Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was my guy when he was in Milwaukee getting busy. I love Al Horford. Out of all of those, and he's the guy I'm probably the most happy for on that team. I love Al Horford. I've loved Al Horford since he was at Florida. Everybody was loving Joakim Noah and Corey Brewer and those guys on those Florida teams that went back-to-back and won the championships. But I looked at Al Horford and said, he's going to be a pro. he's going to play for a long time. I saw that way back when. And look at him in year 18 winning his first NBA championship. I'm so happy for Al Horford. I like Peyton Pritchard. I like him. And I like Derek White as well. Like, I like this team. Love this team. Like the guys on this team. I like Joe Mazzulla as a coach. Everybody be trying to joke about Joe Mazzulla, but did y'all know that Joe Mazzulla was on the West Virginia team that beat the heavily favored Kentucky Wildcats to go to the Final Four? The John Wall, Boogie Cousins, I want to. Why the fuck am I thinking Chris Douglas Roberts? And it's not Chris Douglas Roberts. He went to Memphis. Michael Kidd Gilchrist. He beat that heavily favored Coach Cal coach squad, who was supposed to go undefeated and beat everybody. Joe Mazzulla was on that team. I believe that was the Pittsnoggle years, and Mike Gansey might have been there too. I could be wrong, but Joe Mazzulla was the starting point guard. Joe Mazzulla can hoop. Joe Mazzulla will probably bust y'all ass too. Losers. Listen, I'm saying a lot of this is BS with Boston. They were the best team all year. 64-18, 1 seed, Atlantic Division champion. They ran away from everybody. They got hot in March. I think they got hot right after the Cavaliers rallied back to beat them in the Dean Wade go crazy in the fourth quarter game. I think that's when they started going crazy, and they just ran through everybody. They dominated all season long. They had the best starting five in the NBA. Drew Holiday and Kobe White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford coming off the bench, Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench, Hauser coming off the bench. So I don't see how you can call yourself basketball fans or basketball lifers or basketball people and not see that these motherfuckers was gonna win the championship. As promised, as I posted on Facebook earlier, I promised I was gonna tell the truth about Kyrie Irving. Let me lead with love, though. Let me start off by saying, I'm going to start and I'm going to end with love. Let me start off by saying, I love Kyrie Irving. 8 years ago today, Kyrie Irving hit the biggest shot in NBA history to lead my Cleveland Cavaliers to their first and only, to this date, NBA championship. It's been 8 years. Goddamn, time flies. Love Kyrie Irving. I own like 8 pairs of Kyries from 1 to 3 or 4. Got a bunch of Kyries. Kyrie Irving is one of my favorite guys to watch in the NBA. I've given my list and I'm going to give it again. Greek. No, let me start. LeBron. Greek. Kai is on that list. Ja Morant is on that list. Anthony Edwards is on that list. Luka's there too. And SGA is another one of those guys. Is one of my favorites. And Dame Lillard. Like I have certain guys that if my Cleveland Cavaliers aren't playing, and this is why I bought League Pass, so I can watch all of my other favorite people play. I think Julius Randle's going to end up on my list somehow. Hopefully he leaves the Knicks. That way I don't have to watch those motherfuckers. I'm off on a tangent. I say that how much I love Kyrie Irving, how much I respect Kyrie Irving. I've defended Kyrie Irving through everything. I defended him when he left Cleveland. I understood. I don't want to be under this man. I want to have my own squad. I don't want to be the guy, even though that decision in hindsight might not have been the best decision. It just is what it is. when he missed Game 7 of the 2018 conference finals because he had some kind of surgical procedure or something. I defended him then. I defended him through the pandemic shit. I defended him partly through the whole thing he dealt with in Brooklyn and why he wanted to get the fuck out of Brooklyn. I defended him through that and through his suspension. Didn't like none of it. I championed him all through these playoffs. I did pick the Dallas Mavericks to go to the Western Conference Finals. At least I just thought that they would lose to the Denver Nuggets, who ended up losing to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I talk about when I missed too, but I'm gonna talk some shit. I love Kyrie Irving, but Kyrie Irving played like dog shit in this series. He did not play well. I have never, and when I say ever, I mean never. I watched him his whole time in Cleveland. From his first, I was actually at his first preseason game. And I said it back then, even before, like with all the shit. He was the best player on the team when he first got here. I watched him from that time and got to go to games and see him play live. I watched him through 3 playoff runs with Cleveland, 3 NBA Finals runs with Cleveland, one which got cut short because he got injured. I watched his career in Boston. I watched him in Brooklyn and his stint in Dallas. I have never seen him miss this many layups in this stretch of games. He played like dog shit. He didn't play like he was blowing games. He just played like shit. He couldn't hit a shot. He couldn't do anything. He doesn't play that well of a defense. I'm going to say it. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. I really do not care. Honestly, I don't care. I'm going to tell the truth. Y'all are scared to tell the truth because y'all feel like if y'all say that he played like shit, that doesn't make y'all a fan of him. That's bullshit, and that makes y'all stupid and fucking losers. He really played like dog shit, and I'm highly disappointed that he played like dog shit. He shot horribly. Luka shot horribly, but Luka still scored. He still got buckets. Kyrie didn't do a goddamn thing. One game, he played well. That's not going to do it. And I'm not going to say that he's washed and that he's done. I am talking about the here and the now. That does not take away from what he did in these past playoffs, in this past season, and that is not going to affect how I feel about him going forward. Kyrie Irving is still one of my favorite guys to watch. Kyrie Irving is still one of the most skilled guys to ever touch a basketball. He's still my guy. He just played so bad when his team needed him the most. And guess what? Kyrie Irving is still my guy. And guess what else I'm going to do? I am ordering a pair of his Antis joints. I'm really going to do that. See, started with love, told the truth, end with love. Y'all can stop being so afraid to criticize the people that you like. Just because you criticize them. I'm going to tell y'all the shit that y'all told me about the Browns a long time ago. I'm still a fan. I just want to criticize. I'm just going to criticize them. It's the same. The same shit applies here. Same thing applies. Can Boston be a dynasty? Yeah, they can. They got the pieces. I saw a mock trade. I swear I wanted to throw my phone. it was a scenario where they said like Boston can make this move and solidify themselves as a dynasty. And that's trade for Laurie Marketing in Utah. And that's some bullshit Danny Ainge would do to help his Celtic buddies out. That's some bullshit he would do. Well, maybe not, because I don't think him and Brad Stevens are like the best of friends. And I do want to give some props to Brad Stevens. My guy Paul Teeple is going to curse me the fuck out for this. But Paul, you my guy, I love you. But I do have to give Brad Stevens credit and have to give him his flowers. The moves that he made this offseason propelled the Boston Celtics to the championship. Because getting to the conference finals last year, going down 0-3, only to get blown out in the closeout game. There goes my theory of fucking again. I'm just, the fuck y'all want me to do? There's my theory. But I digress. That team, he could have ran it back. Easily could have ran it back. Brad Stevens said, nah. And he could have ran it back. And the Celtics probably would have ended up in the NBA Finals. Possibly. But he was like, nope, let me go all in. Let me roll the dice. To me, they were already the favorites when they traded for Kristaps Porzingis. They still could have ran a lineup of, and I believe Marcus Smart was involved in that shit too. They still could have ran a lineup of Derek White, Jaylen Brown at the 2, Tatum at the 3, Robert Williams or Al Horford at the 4, and Porzingis at the 5. And one of those guys coming off the bench. You got Pritchard, you got Hauser, and either Williams or Horford coming off the bench to lead the second unit. But then Dame Lillard decided he wanted out of Portland, and Milwaukee decided they wanted to trade Drew Holiday. And let me sit up and let me start talking my shit. The clip is there. The receipt is there. I sat in this very spot and said, if the Boston Celtics get Drew Holiday and pair him with that lineup, and I brought up Robert Williams, not knowing Robert Williams was going to be in the trade. I said that and said, cancel Christmas. The Boston Celtics are going to win the NBA championship. I fucking said it. And this video proof, that's my receipt. And boy, did they do it. While I'm talking receipts, I asked y'all for receipts. I'm doing very, very well in championship games when it comes down to championships. 2024. I picked the college football playoff, right? I picked Michigan. Super Bowl, Kansas City Chiefs. The NCAA tournament, UConn Huskies. NBA championship, the Boston Celtics coming into the finals. Give me my motherfucking flowers. I don't qualify to do hockey because the only thing I'm paying attention to in hockey is if Alex Ovechkin is going to catch Wayne Gretzky, and he still may be a season or two away from that. And the WNBA, I've decided I'm not going to cover the WNBA just because I want to sit back and enjoy it and watch it. I'm trying to delete WNBA shit from my algorithms on my on all my social medias. I just need that shit out of there. I don't want to see it because I don't want to read the comments because y'all have turned the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark thing into a fucking race war, and it's sad and it's stupid, and y'all sound stupid and y'all look stupid and y'all sound like losers. And I had a motherfucker at the bar tell me that Caitlin Clark is going through what the fuck Jackie Robinson went through. I wanted to throw a glass at him, but he was a 70-year-old black man, and I respect my black men, and I wasn't kicking nobody's back in. But guess what? Today is Juneteenth. After after today, I'm kicking back seeing the rest of the fucking year. 6 months or 5 months and 19 days was good fucking enough for me. You turn around, I'm kicking your fucking back in. Now before I get out of here, I know y'all see what I'm wearing here. Rest in peace to Willie Mays. I want to just rest in peace. Passed away yesterday at the age of 93. He lived a long and full life at 93 years old. This is why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. This is the Birmingham Black Barons, where Willie made his debut, his pro debut way back on May the 25th, 1948. The thing about this, and I thought about this and I've been thinking about this. They are just getting ready to celebrate, I believe, the 100th anniversary of the Negro Leagues, or some kind of tribute to the Negro Leagues, because they are playing games and have a whole weekend down in Birmingham. Starts tomorrow. And I was looking at something. I think it was when they officially made the Negro League stats a part of Major League Baseball's statistics. They were saying, man, we hope Willie can be around or be here long enough where he can come and celebrate this. And Willie passes away 2 days before that goes on. But yes, I am wearing a Birmingham Black Barons Willie Mays jersey. This was his jersey. Y'all know I'm always with the shits. I always do things. I'm always dressed for occasions. Certain things that I see is like, let me pick this up. I bought this last year, or probably maybe 2 years ago. And I think I may or may not have worn this jersey on Club Pizzle before. I think I was at Redline when I did. But y'all, I'm here. And it's like, I can wear this. Willie played for the New York / San Francisco Giants from 1951 to 1952. Wasn't there in 53, and then went from 1954 to 1972 when he ended his career with the New York Mets from 1972 to 1973. 24-time All-Star, second all-time. One-time World Series champion, 1954. He did it against what was the Cleveland Indians. The catch and all of that was made in that series. Two-time MVP, won the Rookie of the Year, 12-time Golden Glove winner, lifetime 301 average, 3,293 hits, 660 home runs, 1,909 RBIs, 339 stolen bases. One of the best to ever do it. Now, when it comes to baseball players, there's some guys that's on my GOAT list. Two of them I didn't get to see play. One of them is Willie Mays. The other is Josh Gibson, who is the greatest of all time, and the numbers show it. Barry Bonds, who Willie Mays was his godfather. And Ken Griffey Jr. That's if I had a Mount Rushmore baseball, it's those four. So Godspeed to the great Willie Mays. Rest in peace. This world is going to miss you. And I know a lot of the guys I saw Harold Reynolds speaking about him. I saw Aaron Judge speak about him. I saw other black players talk about Willie Mays and his impact. Like, we've lost Hank Aaron. Now we've lost Willie Mays. These great guys again, man. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank y'all again for y'all support on this special Wednesday edition of Club Pizzle. Full disclosure returns this Friday. Myself and Tamir Reed from T Talks. That episode it's fun. Just know that episode is fun. I will have rotating guests on Full Disclosure going forward. Jocelyn is still a part of Full Disclosure. She just has a crazy busy work schedule, and I just want to keep that podcast consistent. I can't go like give y'all 2 episodes, be off a month, or give y'all 1 episode and be off. I just want to keep that thing consistent and give y'all that once a week thing. So best damn podcast, period. NBA TV deals seem to be finalized, so I am going to speak about that. NBA draft is next week. NBA free agency is getting ready to get going. Donovan Mitchell is going to resign. I'm just going to say that here, and I am going to clip this up, and I'm going to put this up the moment he signs his fucking extension. So, y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Until next week, see y'all. Peace.